This specific astrological placement suggests a personality that is enthusiastic, competitive, and passionate. Having the moon in Aries hints towards a strong drive, a powerful instinct for survival, and an inherent courage, often signifying individuals who thrive on action, adventure, and dynamism. Few things can hold them back or dampen their fiery spirits. In their relationships, these individuals can be quite spontaneous and direct, which may be perceived alternately as refreshing or overwhelming. They tend to be surprisingly sensitive and may act compulsively when emotionally aroused. Arguably, one of their biggest challenges may be to exercise patience and understand others' emotional needs that might differ from their own. With the moon in the 5th house, there's a strong focus on creativity and self-expression. These individuals may excel in careers where they can tap into their creativity and boldness. Potential career paths could include anything from arts and entertainment to sports or entrepreneurship. Strengths associated with this placement include leadership, bravery, and a knack for bringing raw ideas to life. Challenges may include impulsiveness, quick temper, and a tendency to overlook others' feelings. The personal growth lesson for those having their moon in Aries in the 5th house is about learning to channel their passionate energy in positive ways, understanding that patience, empathy, and cooperation are valuable traits that can help deepen their relationships and open more doors in their lives. It's about finding the balance between their need for independence and acknowledging the value and depth that interpersonal connections can bring into their lives. Having the moon in Taurus in the 5th house indicates an individual who is steady, practical, and values comfort and security. They have a deep appreciation for life's pleasures like good food, art, and luxury. They prefer stability and routine, perhaps resisting change due to their strong need for security. In relationships, these individuals are loyal, patient, and generous. However, they may struggle with stubbornness and possessiveness. They are naturally nurturing and tend to show their love through actions more than words. They desire affectionate and stable partnerships and could be drawn to people who provide financial or emotional security. Career-wise, they may excel in fields that allow them to express their practicality, reliability, and appreciation for beauty. Possibilities include finance, real estate, arts, gastronomy, luxury retail, or any career that can provide a stable and comfortable life. The strengths of this placement are patience, reliability, and a strong ability to create and appreciate beauty. Their love for comfort and stability brings a nurturing presence to their relationships and work environment. The main challenge for this individual is their fear of change and potential tendency to be overly possessive or materialistic. They may need to learn to be more flexible and understand that change is often a part of growth. A key personal growth lesson for them is to balance their need for security and pleasure with openness to change and personal evolution. This can help them grow in their relationships and career, bringing about a deeper level of fulfillment and personal satisfaction. Moon in Gemini individuals are curious, communicative, and adaptable. They have an insatiable thirst for knowledge and enjoy sharing what they've learned with others. These individuals are often quick thinkers, with a gift for juggling multiple tasks or ideas. Their challenge lies in their restlessness, which can lead to inconsistency or lack of depth in their pursuits. When the moon is in the 5th house, there's a strong need for self-expression and creativity. These people like to be noticed and admired, however, they should realize that not all attention is positive. Their desire for recognition may lead them to act impulsively or recklessly. But they can also be very affectionate and warm, making them popular in their social circles. In relationships, they are playful and love to communicate, sometimes flirting casually. They might struggle with commitment due to their desire for variety. There's also a tendency to dramatize their feelings, which can cause confusion or misunderstandings. In terms of career, these individuals could excel in fields that value quick thinking and communication, like journalism or education. Their creative side might lead them towards the arts. However, they may find it hard to stick to one job and might change careers frequently. The moon in Gemini in the 5th house suggests a personality that's outgoing, versatile, and intellectually inclined. Strengths lie in communication, adaptability, and creativity. They need to learn to channel their restless energy, to seek depth over breadth, and to curb their dramatic instincts for a more fulfilling personal and professional life. Having the moon in Cancer in the 5th house shapes a personality that's highly emotional, creative, and nurturing. The individual values emotional connections and seeks emotional stability. They express their feelings through creative ways like art, music, or poetry. They're naturally gifted at understanding, nurturing, and supporting others, especially children or those who are vulnerable. This placement shapes relationship preferences toward security and deep emotional attachment. The individual likely forms strong bonds and is willing to care deeply for their loved ones. It focuses on emotional reciprocation and may be hurt if not received. Responsiveness, empathy, and commitment are sought after in their relationships. In terms of a career, this placement suggests possibilities in fields that employ creativity, nurture, and care. They may excel in roles like teacher, counselor, artist, or caregiver, where their intuition, creativity, and sensitivity to others' needs are appreciated and rewarded. The strengths lie in their emotional sensitivity, creativity, and nurturing abilities. Challenges may include managing intense emotions, especially in relationships where emotional reciprocity might not be met. They may also struggle with overprotectiveness and difficulty letting go. The personal growth lessons involve learning to balance emotions, especially in relationships. They should also learn to direct their nurturance and creativity in ways that don't drain their emotional resources but, instead, enrich their own lives as well as others. The moon in Leo means your emotions are grand, expressive, and filled with creativity. You love basking in the spotlight and may be theatrical in displaying your emotions. You tend to seek admiration and the attention of others, expressing your feelings without hesitation. People with this placement are vivacious, charismatic, and often have a flair for the dramatic. When it comes to relationships, you're fiercely loyal and protective, expecting the same level of devotion in return. You have a strong desire to be appreciated, which occasionally leads to drama and intense emotional displays. Nonetheless, you're known to be generous and loving, often attracting people with your warmth and larger-than-life personality. With the moon in the 5th house, you're drawn to careers that allow self-expression and creativity, such as arts, entertainment, and other performance-based professions. It could also mean a job involving children or recreation. You're likely to shine in roles that let you take the center stage and showcase your leadership skills. The strength of this placement lies in your dynamism, creativity, and determined nature. However, the craving for admiration and approval can sometimes cause emotional dependency on others and may lead to disappointment. The challenge is to balance your need for attention with realism. Potential lessons for personal growth include learning humility, managing pride and ego, and building emotional self-sufficiency. Despite the high energy levels and enthusiasm, learning to take a step back from leading every time can be beneficial for both your personal and professional life. Reining in your flair for drama can also be helpful, instilling peace within relationships and helping in the overall emotional growth journey. With the moon in Virgo in the 5th house, an individual's core personality is analytical, organized, and service-oriented. Virgo moon instills a craving for order and sense of routine. Emotions are carefully processed, making this person good at managing emotional crises. They crave being of help to others, thanks to Virgo's links to service. In relationships, these people are nurturing, reliable and dedicated, but can sometimes be overly critical due to their analytical nature. They're best suited with partners who appreciate and match their devotion to detail and order. In terms of career, they thrive in roles that allow them to utilize their analytical skills and their need to service others, such as healthcare, administration, or even positions teaching people to better express themselves. Their strengths are practicality, reliability, and their detail-oriented approach to tasks. They possess a unique ability to turn chaos into order and have strong problem-solving skills. However, they might struggle with perfectionism and self-criticism. They may get overly critical of themselves, others, or when things don't go as planned. This can lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. Their personal growth lessons include letting go of the desire for perfection and learning to relax. They need to understand that it's okay to make mistakes, to not have everything under control all the time. This helps them to grow emotionally and adds flexibility to their character. They can then harness full benefit of their Virgo moon in the 5th house placement, allowing them to turn their challenges into enduring strengths. Having the moon in Libra in the 5th house signifies a charming, diplomatic, and creative individual. You are attractive to others due to your balanced living and level-headed scientific approach. You tend to weigh the pros and cons before making any decision, which may cause occasional indecisiveness. As for relationships, you seek harmony and balance. You are likely to flourish in a relationship that appreciates your social nature and creative interests. However, due to your desire for mental stimulation, superficial or too demanding partners might not suit you. Professionally, this placement suggests a strong knack for arts, creativity, beauty, or peacekeeping. A career in aesthetics or diplomacy are particularly well suited. Due to your natural charisma and inclination towards balance, you could excel in public relations or as a mediator. Strengths include your knack for creating harmony and beauty, alongside your sociability and diplomatic skills. You also possess a grounded, sensible nature, often making fair judgments. Yet, challenges may arise from your indecisive nature and tendency to avoid conflict at all costs. This could potentially lead to a lack of assertiveness and allow others to take advantage. Personal growth can be attained by harnessing the creative energy this placement offers and learning to assert oneself. Recognizing that conflict is sometimes necessary for growth can help in your personal development. Remember that no one astrological placement determines your destiny. Astrology offers a lens through which to understand oneself and one's circumstances, but the true power lies within you. The moon in Scorpio in the 5th house means the individual may have a magnetic personality, drawing others in with their intensity. These individuals are passionate, driven, and have a deep emotional well from which they draw their strength. In relationships, they seek partners who match their emotional intensity. They crave depth and honesty, and tend not to engage in shallow or superficial relationships. Their emotions might border on possessiveness, and they may struggle to let go easily. However, once they trust someone, they are loyal. In terms of career, these individuals may thrive in roles where they can utilize their intuition and emotional intelligence. Careers in psychology, research, or any field that lets them uncover hidden truths may suit them. Their strengths lie in their passion, resilience, and emotional depth. These individuals experience emotions deeply, and others often find them intriguing and compelling. However, their challenges include a tendency towards obsession or possessiveness. They may also struggle to let go of past hurts or grudges. To grow personally, individuals with the moon in Scorpio in the 5th house should work on broadening their emotional responses and practicing forgiveness and flexibility. With the intensity of their feelings, they can also harness this energy towards creative pursuits, learning to manifest their raw emotions into art, writing, or other creative mediums. Part of their growth journey may involve learning to channel this intensity in a meaningful and constructive way. The moon in Sagittarius in the 5th house points to an adventurous and optimistic personality. With an innate love for freedom, individuals with this placement often love exploring new environments, ideas, and cultures. They have a natural sense of positivity and enthusiasm that brightens the lives of those they interact with. Their great sense of humor makes them very entertaining and enjoyable company. In relationships, they are naturally expressive and direct. They value honesty and are often quick to share their feelings and thoughts. Their partner will likely perceive them as open-hearted and carefree. However, they may struggle with commitment due to their desire for freedom and need for exploration. When it comes to career prospects, these individuals tend to thrive in environments that allow for creative expression and exploration. They might do well in professions such as travel, performing arts, teaching, or writing. Their major strength is their optimistic outlook on life, adventurous nature, and openness to new experiences. However, their reluctance to commit and tendency to avoid routine can be challenging. They may struggle with setting a stable, structured life, feeling restricted by routine. The life lesson for the moon in Sagittarius in the 5th house is to understand that freedom and commitment can be balanced. By learning to enjoy routine and structure while also making space for exploration, they can achieve a more balanced and fulfilling life. Their journey involves embracing stability without sacrificing their spirit of adventure. Moon in Capricorn in the 5th house suggests a personality that is serious, responsible, and ambitious. Such individuals are disciplined and diligent, often with a natural talent for managing and leading. Their character is ruled by a strong sense of duty, preferring structure and order in their lives. In relationships, they tend to be cautious and reserved, seeking partners who are loyal and dependable. They usually take a practical approach to love, focusing on long-term stability rather than fleeting passion. Their career paths are often influenced towards leadership roles, where their organizational skills and determination are valued. They might excel in professions requiring structure, like management, finance, or law. Among their strengths, the disciplinarian nature helps them in achieving their goals, while their resilience allows them to handle pressure efficiently. The challenges for them revolve around their tendency to suppress their emotions, which can lead to stress and feelings of isolation. They sometimes struggle to express their feelings, in fear of appearing weak. Their personal growth often involves learning to balance their emotional needs with their practical approach. They need to understand that showing emotions isn't a sign of weakness but a part of being human. It's crucial for them to infuse more spontaneity and joy in their lives, and not be overly focused on their duties or ambitions. Over time, they can learn to meld their emotional world with their ambition, developing both personal and professional fulfillment simultaneously. Someone with the moon in Aquarius in the 5th house tends to be creative, intellectual, and driven by a desire for freedom, promoting originality and individuality. In terms of personality, they often stand out from the crowd and enjoy being different. They're attracted to innovative and out-of-the-box solutions, dotting their thoughts and actions with unexpected flashes of insight. When it comes to relationships, this individual tends to attract partners who are unconventional or offbeat. Their love life is often diverse and unpredictable, driven by an intellectual bond rather than emotional compatibility. They can be charmingly eccentric, but also detached, needing ample personal space, which can be a challenge for their partners. In terms of career, this placement suggests paths where creativity and intellect are at the forefront. They might excel in disciplines involving innovation, such as technology, or different kinds of arts which display their individuality. Their unique perspective and inventive mind could drive them towards careers like software development, graphic design, or other fields which foster creative problem-solving. Their strengths lie in their originality, open-mindedness, and capacity to think outside the box. However, their challenges involve understanding and expressing their own emotions, as they can be seen as aloof or overly rational. For interpersonal relationships to thrive, they must learn to connect with their feelings and express their subconscious needs in a clear, straightforward manner. In personal growth, the lesson is about balancing their unprecedented genius with human warmth. They're to navigate the waters of emotions without losing their uniqueness, creating a harmony between their intellect and emotional life. By doing so, they can evolve as individuals who are not only brilliantly creative but also deeply compassionate. Having the moon in Pisces in the 5th house means you are a nurturing, deeply empathetic person. You are gifted with a vivid imagination and rich emotional life, often drawn to the creative arts. This sensitivity means you feel emotions, both yours and others, very deeply. You are also likely to be drawn towards caring roles as you have a strong urge to help others. In relationships, you desire emotional connection and understanding. You take relationships seriously, experiencing your partner's feelings as if they were your own. However, your tendency to idealize partners and situations may lead to disappointment. Your career preferences may lean toward healthcare, counseling, or creative occupations because of your innate capacity for understanding and aiding others. Your intuition is powerful and can guide you if you learn to trust it. Your main strength lies in your compassion. Your intuitive understanding of those around you endears you to others and can be your greatest asset. Yet, your desire for ideal situations and sensitivity can lead to emotional instability when interacting with harsh realities. Challenges for you include balancing your empathy with self-care, and learning to differentiate your feelings from those around you. You may find yourself drained if you do not set emotional boundaries. Personal growth comes from learning to harness your sensitivity, using it as a strength while avoiding becoming overwhelmed. Empathy and intuition are gifts, but they need to be managed with wisdom and appropriate boundaries to avoid emotional burnout. Trusting your intuition while staying grounded in reality is key for your growth journey.